Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and have a good day. We are from Group 8 who would like to present about raising capital through crowdfunding. So this presentation for subject corporate finance in the code AAT20604. And this is our group members for Group 8.
My name is Cik Nufrata Aini binti Cik Rifin alias Arifin. My metric number is A23B1425. I will present about the introduction of the crowdfunding. Have you ever come across a brilliant idea and thought, I wish I could have made that happen? That's exactly what crowdfunding does. It connects people with big ideas but limited funds to a community of supporters who want to help turn those ideas into reality. Whether it's starting a business, helping a cause, or supporting a creative project. In Malaysia, crowdfunding has quickly grown in popularity, especially among entrepreneurs and innovators. Platforms like pitchin.my, socialcharity.com, and mystart.com are making it easier for people to raise funds. But crowdfunding isn't just about money. It's also about building a community that believes in your vision. Presentation will explore how crowdfunding has developed in countries like the US, UK, and Malaysia. We will look at the different types of crowdfunding, the benefits and risks involved, and the legal aspect that affect it. Most importantly, we will see how crowdfunding is creating new opportunities for students, small business owners, and anyone with a dream.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurizati binti Mahzan and my metric number is A23A2451. I will start the presentation with my part, which is background of crowdfunding. So, what is actually crowdfunding? Crowdfunding is raising small amount of money from many individuals online to support a project, business, or social cause. It taps into a global, inclusive crowd like anyone can participate regardless of background or location. Campaigns are launched on platforms like Kickstarter, Indiegogo, or Kitabisa. Each campaign clearly states the project idea, funding goal, timeline, and incentive for the backers. There are four main crowdfunding types, which is donation-based, reward-based, loan-based, and equity-based. Crowdfunding is totally different from the other traditional funding like bank loan, grants, or venture capital. Those require credit checks, collateral, or elite network and are more formal and restrictive. By contrast, crowdfunding is faster, more accessible, and driven by community support. In summary, is a modern, flexible alternative to traditional fundraising. It empowers ideas to community engagement and quick funding, but success requires strong marketing and the ability to deliver a promise.
My name is Maithili Saravanan with the matrix number of A23A1858. So today I'm here to talk about the history of crowdfunding. Firstly, it will be the definition. It is known as a raising funds from a large number of people via online platforms. Next, it also known as a response to an open request in which a large group of people voluntarily support a goal directly. Now we look at what are the key components. Firstly, it is known for crowd participation, then it's also known for financial contribution, and lastly will be for technology enabled platforms. There are also four types of crowdfunding. The first one will be donation based crowdfunding, the second one will be reward based crowdfunding, and the third will be peer to peer lending, and the last one will be equity based crowdfunding. Now we will look at history of crowdfunding in United States. The early route was in 1080s and the modern one rise in 2000 with artist share, and it focused on music. It allowed musicians to collect donation from fans to fund digital recordings. The major crowdfunding project was Maria's Candace. Firstly, Kickstarter and Indiegogo was based on reward crowdfunding. Then, Just Giving platform was a platform where individuals donate without expecting in return. It was based on donation crowdfunding. Zopa, where it enabled direct lending and borrowing between individuals. It was based on peer-to-peer lending. And then AngelList platform help match startups with investors, reducing traditional venture capital barrier. It was based on equity-based crowdfunding. And lastly, GoFundMe platform is driven by donors emotionally and generous motivators. It based on charity crowdfunding. Now we will look at history of crowdfunding in United Kingdom. It is known as a form of digital economy aggregating funds from large groups. It also aligned with digital trends such as crowdsourcing, co-production, and sharing economy. It supports artists, community projects, startups, and also SME. This platform act as a intermediaries and charge fees. So, donation crowdfunding is act as a charity style giving with no return. Secondly, reward crowdfunding is known as a pre-orders or prestige picks, which is known as pre-tail. Equity crowdfunding act as a startup investment or intersect with VC. Then, fixed interest crowdfunding is for debenture and mini bonds. Peer-to-peer lending, which is known for unsecured loans such as business loan and domestic loan. Business loan is given for fund in SMEs projects, and domestic loan is a pool loans by credit risk or term. Now we look at history of crowdfunding in Malaysia. It is based on reward-based crowdfunding and also equity-based crowdfunding. Reward-based crowdfunding is less regulated than equity-based crowdfunding. In 2012, MyStar was the oldest platform and it funded around 1 million plus projects by 2017. In 2012, PitchIn also offers both reward-based crowdfunding and also equity-based crowdfunding. Now I look at equity-based crowdfunding. In 2015, February 10, ASIC issued guidance under the Capital Markets and Service Act 2007. It approved platforms such as Funded by Me, Crowdo, Eureka, Equity Pitch In, Crowdplus Asia. Now we will look at Funded My Home initiative. The objective was assist first-time home buyers amid rising housing costs. The buyers pays 20% and the remaining 80% funded by public or any institution. For this, no any interest payment requires. And after the 5 years, buyers can choose whether they want to keep or sell the house. If they keep, they have to pay 80% of the house appreciation value. And if sold, buyer bears loss, gains, shares with finances.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day. My name is Nur Afifa Alia binti Dismani, metric number 823-81698. Today I'll be presenting a crowdfunding in Malaysia, and I'll highlight both of advantage and disadvantage of this increasingly popular way to raise funds. So let's begin with the advantage. Crowdfunding gives people, especially students and first-time entrepreneur, easier access to the capital. Unlike traditional bank loans and venture capital, crowdfunding allows anyone with a good idea and a solid presentation to raise money directly from the public. Other big advantage is market validation. If a project receives strong support from backers, it usually means there is a real interest or demand for that product or idea. Crowdfunding also brings publicity and visibility. Most campaigns are run online and promoted through social media, which can attract not just investors but also media attention and also public interest. A huge plus for new structures or social project. Speaking of social impact, crowdfunding support non-profit and community effort too. It allows students to raise funds for education, charity work, or social entrepreneurship, helping them play a role in nation building. Finally, crowdfunding makes investment more inclusive. Anyone can contribute in camping, even with a small amounts, and be part of a cause they believe in. Now let's look at the disadvantage. This first drawback is that crowdfunding is not guaranteed to succeed. Many campaigns fail to reach their funding goals, often due to poor promotion or lack of public interest. Reputational risk is another concern. If a campaign fails, it may affect how people see the project or the person behind in the future. Running a crowdfunding campaign also takes a lot of time and effort. You need a strong pitch, constant update, and regular communication with a backer, which can be difficult, especially for students juggling studies. Intellectual property is also at risk when you share your idea publicly. Others might copy it if you don't have a proper legal protection like patents or trademark. Lastly, there are regulatory challenges in Malaysia. Crowdfunding is monitored by the Security Commission to protect investors. While these rules are necessary, they can be complicated for beginners to navigate. In conclusion, while crowdfunding offers exciting opportunity for raising funds and promoting innovation, it also comes with its own set of challenges. With the right approach and awareness, crowdfunding can play a big role in helping Malaysia move forward, becoming a more innovative and developed nation. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Laila Tuwazifa binti Ahmad. My metric number is A23A2038. I will explain about different model of crowdfunding. Okay, for the first one is donation-based crowdfunding. Okay, this type of crowdfunding is usually used for charity, helping people, or supporting social causes. People give money because they want to help, not because they want anything in return. For example, website like GoFundMe, okay, are used to raise money for things like medical bills, flight victims, or art project. Okay, so the good side is you don't need to pay the money back, and you also keep full ownership of your idea. The bad side is it's not great for business purpose. Also, you might not reach your goals, and because your idea is public, others might copy it. The second one is reward-based crowdfunding. Okay, this one is very popular with small business and startups. People give money to support your project, and in return they get rewards like your product before everyone else or exclusive item. So for example, if you are selling a new gadget, people can support your campaign on Kickstarter, and as a reward they get the first batch of the gadget. Okay, so the good side is you stick on your business 100% and you get the test if people are interested before making your product. And the bad side is you need to offer interesting rewards, and you must work hard to keep your supporters excited. The third one is equity-based crowdfunding. This one is for business and that need a lot of money. Instead of giving rewards, you give shares in your companies. That means people who invest will become part owner of your business. Website like Seed Invest help company find these kind of investors. Okay, the good side is you can raise big amount of money, and investor may earn profit if your business grow. So the bad side is you lose some control of your business, and it comes with legal rules and more paperwork. Next is peer-to-peer lending, debt-based crowdfunding. Okay, this one more like a loan. People lend you money and you have to pay them back with interest. It's a good choice if you don't want to give away shares in your business. Platform like Lending Club or Prospers connect borrowers and lenders directly. Okay, so the good side, fast and flexible way to get money, and you keep full ownership. The bad side is you must repay, and both sides, borrower and lender, must assess risk carefully. So in a Malaysian context, crowdfunding good for students, entrepreneurs, and small business. Okay, the benefit is overcome traditional funding limits, validate ideas, build community aligned with national goals. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Nurin Iliana binti Muhammad Dawi and my metric number is A23B1356. So, I will continue about legal aspect of crowdfunding in the United States, United Kingdom and Malaysia. So, crowdfunding in the United States is legal and primarily regulated under the Jobs Act 2012, which aim to help small business raise capital more easily. Through regulation crowdfunding, companies can raise up to $5 millions annually via SEC registered platform. It allows both accredited and non-accredited investors to participate, which limit placed on the latter to manage risk. Companies must disclose key financial information, and security purchase generally cannot be resold for 1 year. Donation in base crowdfunding is also permitted but mainly regulated at the state level. Second, for the United Kingdom. In the United Kingdom, crowdfunding is regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority, which is FCA under the FSMA 2000. Both equity crowdfunding and peer-to-peer, which is P2P lending, are allowed, but platform must be authorized and meet strict rules on disclosure, marketing, and investor protection. The FCA require clear risk warnings and suitability checks for retail investors. The United Kingdom has one of the most developed crowdfunding market, supported by strong regulatory oversight. And lastly, for Malaysia, Malaysia regulates crowdfunding under the Capital Market and Service Act 2007, overseen by the Securities Commission, which is SC. Since 2015, companies can raise up to 10 million ringgit per year via licensed equity crowdfunding platform, which is ECF. The framework includes rules on disclosure, investment limits, and platform operation. P2P lending is also regulated to ensure fairness and risk transparency. While the market is growing, it is still developing compared to the UK, and further support like tax incentive is being considered. So, the conclusion for the legal aspect of these three countries: legalize and regulate crowdfunding but approach it differently. The United States emphasize federal securities compliance via the SEC, and for United Kingdom relies on the FCA comprehensive investor protection, while Malaysia combines regulation with ongoing effort to grow its market. Each framework reflects local priorities, legal system, and market maturity. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Fazatul Fatih binti Abdullah and my matrix number is A23A2484. So I would like to continue about crowdfunding with specifically potential of crowdfunding, which divided by three, which is the first one is how it will help individual, especially students, and the second one is how it will help entrepreneurship, especially SMEs, and the last one is how it can help Malaysia in becoming the development nation. And then how it can help Malaysia to realize its vision in becoming the development nation. The first one is financing SMEs and startup, which give alternative funding and economic growth. The next one is supporting underserved communities, which reduce urban-rural gap and empowers women. The third one is accelerating innovation and digital economy, which boosts R&D and attract foreign investors. The fourth one is boosting creative and cultural industries, which for funds in the projects and expands soft powers. And next is strengthening financial inclusion, which help unbanked, and also the Asian regulatory leader. Last one is also government and private support, such as MyCIF. Furthermore, how it can support entrepreneurship, especially SMEs. Which the first one is access to capital, which has alternative to loans, ideal for early stage startups. This one is a market validation, which is you will get the strong funding from the feedback from your customers to make the improvement. Third one is marketing and brand awareness, which build early adopters and brand advocates. Next one is community engagement, which creates loyal supporters. Next is type of crowdfunding, which the first one is reward based, and next donation based, and next equity crowdfunding, and the last one is debt crowdfunding. I also include here the success tips for entrepreneurships, which the first one is pre-campaign hype, which entrepreneur can build email lists and social media buzz. And the next one is strong pitch video. The second one is strong pitch video, including the problem, solution, and patient in about 60 to 90 seconds. And the third one is early birds rewards, which offer discount to boost momentum to your customers. And the fourth one is transparent budgeting, which I break down fund usage. For example, 40% for manufacturing. And the last one is post-campaign fulfillment, which deliver on promises to maintain trust. Also, attach here the real-world success, which the first one is Oculus Rift, which had raised about $2.4 million on Kickstarter, which acquired by Facebook for $2 billion. The next one is Allbirds, which started on Kickstarters and now a $4 billion brand. And the last one is Exploding Kittens, which has raised about $8.7 million for a viral card game. Crowdfunding will help SMEs to launch, validate, and grow without heavy debt. And then, how it can help Malaysia to realize its vision in becoming the development nation. The first one is financing SMEs and startups, which give alternative funding and economic growth. The next one is supporting underserved communities, which reduce urban-rural gap and empowers women. The third one is accelerating innovation and digital economy, which boosts R&D and attract foreign investors. The fourth one is boosting creative and cultural industries, which for funds indie projects and expands soft powers. And next is strengthening financial inclusion, which help unbanked, and also the Asian regulatory leader. Last one is also government and private support, such as MyCIF. And then for recommendation for growth, the first one is expand into agriculture and health tax by support paddy farmers and health startups. The second one is increase awareness by campaign in university and rural areas. And the last one is public-private partnership. For example, MDEC as crowdfunding platform. As summary, crowdfunding accelerates inclusive growth, aligns with Vision 2025, and reduce reliance on foreign investment.
Hello, my name is Jivakumar Nalakikanan and my metric card number is A23A2191. Let's see the conclusion. Crowdfunding is a modern and innovative way to raise capital, especially for students, entrepreneurs, and SMEs. It offers alternative to traditional funding like banks or VCs through the online platforms. The benefits of crowdfunding include access to funds, market validation, consumer engagement, and publicities. The challenges in crowdfunding include campaign failure, reputational risk, regulatory issues, and IP concerns. The platforms like Pitch in Social Charity shows crowdfunding's rising interest in Malaysia. The ongoing growth needs attention to investor protection and fraud compliance and trust in crowdfunding. The recommendation for crowdfunding is acute education awareness, regulatory framework, government incentive, mentorship and support, platform improvement, and finally innovation in models. Thank you.